I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way, but what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Ruiner's apothecary here in Mel.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for it.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my... Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access... Well, now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to Go on, 'twill only take... If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master them. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a success... Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you try them as you like. Naturally, it is a vocation. At close range, however, a bow is nary more... Very well, but I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be...
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap...
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
'Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. Always a pleasure.
Tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Who might have the answers we need? Should we ask around?
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, well, if you do pick...
Ah, well met. Here for... Some fruit roberant, are we? Do come again.
The recipient awaits, Master.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit? Oh, so this is what it looks like. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. Methinks we've earned a brief repose. What say you, Arisen?
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself.
Do come again. Lots to do.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
Ah, you've returned. First and foremost, will you my thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you... Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us...
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible. I shall see to it this does not happen again. When tired, be sure to avoid open flame.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders. They are not all alike. There's truth in the one. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistakes.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean?
It is uncertain. This...
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's...
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our... All's been arranged. Come. Let us pass through the gate.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here. cannot be. I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Oh, look! There are rare materials yonder, just waiting to be harvested. That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive. Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle.
What's this? We're trapped. Cyclops! I think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops. Pray, be on your guard. I've got hold of the enemy! Skyward.
Fall back! Sir. Should seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another force arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at... You're free to make your own way to the capital now. Of course, if you'd rather continue...
Oh, few materials are more coveted than this. It makes all our efforts worthwhile.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
least I can go. My head held high.
I'm grateful to you, Arisen. Prepare yourself!
Seems we drove them off. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, it follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us, you must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to... I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, you, and no other, are the sovereign. The only legitimate... Some days passed, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared. And in Ramon's long years of counsel, yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds. in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs at Disa Place. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might... This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear? What a happy coincidence.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Thought you could hide, eh? Oi!
Can't make a living if I get myself injured. Time to get to work.
I shall be on late. Head to the market. I can need it. Ready?
What should I get up to today? Doing about a dozen.
Your Majesty, your timing, it is not a matter for prying ears. Pray.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the Sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace. But the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to none would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem. Only select members of the nobility and citizen. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine— What say you? I thank you, your majesty. The first is Trevo Mine. Next is Half Village. Finally, there is a call for—
It is our duty to bring the beasts low. Cooperation is our strength. We face our task with an advantage, whatever it may be.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares all. Living hard, but room to free.
Always hustle and bustle.
Always another errand to see to. Would that I could spend all day here.
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does.
Well met, sir.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. A good sleep does wonders.
Well met, sir.
Not much going on.
I've little enough gold to spend as tis.
I don't sense the kid too far red anyhow.
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily